press conference here in the second round of the Super Region 2 playoffs, NCAA Division II football playoffs. We have Miles College head coach Sam Shade to his left, senior offensive guard Jason Stovall, and to his right, senior offensive lineman Jamichael Rogers. Coach, if you'll start with comments, and then we'll get to questions.
Well, I'll just start off by saying much respect to Valdosta State, Coach Tremaine Jackson and his team, his coaching staff. Really good football team. They did a great job today. We left some opportunities out there, offensively, defensively, special teams, and good football teams are going to capitalize off those things. But this 2024 Miles College football team has so much to be proud of, so many things. The first team to win 10 games in a regular season, the first team to win 10 straight games, the first team to earn a home playoff game, the first team to win an NCAA playoff game. So what I told the team after the game was chest out and chin up. We have nothing to be ashamed of, everything to be proud of, and that's my statement.
Coach, you talked about earlier this week about the difference in the challenge between the team you faced last week and the team this week, obviously Valdosta State. What was happening out there that maybe caused a little more of an issue for your team as far as being able to line up and play against this Valdosta team?
Well, like I said, their coaching staff did a good job. They had 2 weeks to prepare. And so they had some good wrinkles, and they had some things that they were able to do against us. And I think just having that extra preparation time does help. But at the same time, we had a tough week. We lost some guys, not just to injuries, but had some guys that we had a little stomach bug going around that kind of got started Thursday night and all into Friday. Even had a couple coaches that were sick. So, you know, just a tough couple past 2 days were tough on us, but I still feel like our players came to play. They just made more plays than we made, and that's going to happen.
Jamichael, first couple of series, they were able to get some big plays. What kind of adjustments did you all make to kind of shut that down?
We just had to come together and stop the run. You know, our biggest concern was to stop the run. And, you know, with that, and then also the big plays, we had to eliminate big plays. So once we figured that out, calmed down, and we came together, we just had to eliminate both of those, and we were successful with it.
Jason, you know, the offense, it took a little time to kind of get moving. You'd have some plays, some positive plays, and then it just would get bogged down. Maybe what was Valdosta doing defensively that was causing Miles some issues to move the ball and actually complete some drives?
Me personally, I don't necessarily feel like it was Valdosta that stopped us. I feel like we stopped ourselves on a lot of drives. Still respect to them though. They still came out and played a good game. I just feel like we hurt ourselves more than them actually hurting us, just being honest.
Coach, there was a series of plays, right? It's still 16-3 late in the third quarter. You know, they're facing third and goal, and a couple things just happen. You know, you get the penalty that gave them a fresh set of downs. Then there seemed to be some sort of snafu right there with the kick after they scored. You know, talk about those, 40, 50 seconds, because that really is probably where the game just got out of hand a little bit.
Yes, those are two plays. My college coach always said there are 5 or 6 plays in a game that, really determine the outcome. And obviously I felt like those were 2 plays. We had the penalty, Giovanni Williams. The official said he, pulled the quarterback's helmet off. That's just a tough call. That's gonna happen when you're playing fast and physical like we try to do. Things like that are gonna happen. I don't think it was malicious, but we get the call right there and give up a touchdown. That was big. That was a big play in the ball game. And then we come back on one of the kickoffs, and we've had so many injuries that we had a guy back there as a returner because we had run out of guys. Buster Griffin had been back there, one of our receivers, hurt his ankle in the first half. He was out. and we had to put a guy back there, hadn't been back there, and the sun got in his eyes, he just couldn't see it, couldn't get to it, and just the ball bounced their way. And I say that a lot. You know, sometimes when you're playing ball, you're playing hard, you're competing, you know, you're leaving it all out there. Sometimes the ball's not gonna bounce your way, and on that particular play, it bounced their way.
Jermichael, that first half, even though being down 16-3 at the break, the defense was still holding its own. Did y'all feel like you had figured it out a little bit, maybe that you had the plan to keep this team in the ball game until the offense kind of could come up?
I just feel like we had to come together and keep everybody motivated, even though we were down. You know, one score doesn't stop us from still competing or fighting for what we really want. So I just feel like as far as defense, we were fighting, and we kept fighting and fighting until we couldn't fight no more.
Question, you guys have a question?
Chris Mercer, BSU Spectator. Although you guys let you know of all the big things that you guys accomplished through the year, what do you say to these guys going into the next year, and how you guys can be motivated for the next season?
Well, we learned a lot, I think, this year. We had a lot of young guys that ended up playing for us, a number of true freshmen, a number of true sophomores. I think they know what it takes. I think they're gonna be eager to get back started in January when they come back to school. So I don't think there's a lot that needs to be said. What we'll do, we'll have our player evaluations. Our position coaches will talk to our players and just talk about the strengths and weaknesses and the things that they need to work on in the offseason. And myself as the head coach, you know, I'm always just, you know, making sure that our mindset is right. You know, we got to have the right mindset going into the offseason. And so that's what we'll do moving forward.
Go ahead. Yeah, so Jason, you know, you've been here as long as you have and seen kind of the ups and downs of this program, and this was your final game. Talk about, you know, leaving out on this note, even though obviously it's not, you know, the way that you wanted to end, just seeing this team and what it accomplished, given all the things that it had gone through to be able to finish where, you know, this is gonna be, you know, it goes down in history as more than likely the best season in Miles College history.
According to that, over the years, it's been, like I said, it's been up and downs. To Coach Shea, first year going 1-9, which I said on his channel that it was a fluke. A lot of players didn't play. Following year going 7-3, a lot of coaches can't turn that around in 1 year. That's not something easy to do. And then this year, to be the first team in school history to even win a playoff game, I don't think people really understand how like underfunded like HBCUs are, and then for us to be unhealthy coming into the game, I don't think people really show enough respect to what we go through every day. And me personally, becoming first team all conference, honestly, I look at that as a whole O-line thing. I don't play O-line by myself. So if I get first team, the rest of my guys got first team. The left tackle, Chris Thomas, he got first team. That goes to everybody. I mean, everybody played their heart out. I just, like I told them in the locker room, there's no regrets to be left. We did what we tried, basically, we tried. Best way to put it.
Any more questions?
This is a question for any of you. If you could describe this team in one word, what would it be?
Great. Great.
Underestimated.
All right, anything else?
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right, thank you.